Hello. I've had a YouTube account for a while now, and when I first made it, I made it with the intentions that I would make Christian videos to try to help people understand things about Christianity. I was like 12 at the time, and I didn't know much myself. And I'm not saying that I know much now, but I know a lot more than I did then. And God has become a lot more real in my life, and much more of a real relationship. So I think the importance of testimony is really true, and that people should share their testimonies often. I just saw like a lightning flash outside my window, kind of freaked me out. So anyway, so here's my testimony. Well, I grew up in a Baptist church where they are cessationalists, yeah. And cessationalists believe that gifts of the Holy Spirit or miracles stopped happening once the apostles died. And after I left the Baptist church, I started going to a church that didn't believe that, and believed that miracles happen today, and that any Christian can perform these miracles through the Holy Spirit, through Jesus. So that was pretty groundbreaking in itself, to just hear that they believe that someone could have a broken leg and somebody could pray for healing for them and it could happen. And hearing stories of that also. Media doesn't really cover that, but stuff like that happens. So it was all, I think, a real relationship with God is really structured on this verse in the Bible. It's John 10:27, and it says, "And my sheep know my voice." No, it says, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." God's saying that He's the shepherd, and we're the sheep, and we hear His voice. And the know in this verse, "and they know me," is, I guess a storm is going on outside my room. I don't know. Anyway, the know in this verse, the Greek or Hebrew, I think it's Hebrew, word for it is ginosko, and it's the most intimate, deep know you can have with a person. So I read that and I'm like, Jesus knows us like that? Interesting. And it really helped me form a real relationship with God. So I've been a Christian all my life, but for a year I've been following Jesus and walking with Him and walking with the Holy Spirit and seeing miracles happen and performing them myself and having them happen on me. So what really changed my life is last year, July of 2011, I was at a training school that my youth group was doing, and my youth pastor was running it. And he was doing a session on how to hear God's voice when you're praying for other people. You know, like praying with them, like they're next to me, I'm praying for them, and I expect to hear God tell me something about them. So he asked for any volunteers, and I raised my hand, and he's like, "Alright, come up here." And he said, you know, this is going to be a model, but it's also going to be, you know, real. So him, an amazing woman from my church, and another amazing woman from my church, and a girl from my youth group all prayed for me. And he was, you know, teaching us how to hear God's voice as we were going along. But as he was praying, he said, you know, I just feel like God's telling you that you're going to be starting a new chapter in your life. And the three other girls confirmed that. They all said, yeah, I heard that from God too. And just when he said that, I struggled with depression for years. It's a family thing, we all kind of do. So it wasn't really, you know, like something that I thought I'd ever really get help from. And I just struggled with this depression, and it was just so tormenting. I didn't think it was ever going to leave. I would cry out to God to help it, but I just didn't feel any help. So he prayed that prayer, and I remember I had this one big sigh, and I just felt like something left me. It was so freeing. The bondage of depression was gone. Now, every person gets a little depressed every now and then, but not to the extent that I had been. You know, I get sad about things, but it's not how I identify myself anymore. It's not what I say about myself you know, I'm a happy person now because of God. And that's really exciting. He freed me of that, and that's what made me start my relationship with him. I couldn't walk away from him after that. And there have been times where I've been really angry at God, and I've been really angry with circumstances in my life, and I've just seen the things that he's done in my past, like that time, and times I've prayed for healing for people and they've gotten healed, and just times that he's met me. Just stuff like that makes it impossible for me to leave him now. So yeah, that's my testimony. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll probably be doing a video on how to hear God's voice soon if you would like that. So thank you.